Lalala. Es ist manchmal an.
Ja, stimmt, das Dingster ja mal anmachen.
Ich weiß nicht, ob die nicht verstehen. Wenn du immer so leise bist, wo du einmal so, das Ding ist los, was auch immer, das ist anmachen.
Ja!
Was? Darum Union oder was? Das ist doch rein der Welt.
Erster Fußballclub Union Berlin.
Das ist die Nummer 1 sozusagen.
Nein, der erste Club.
Ja, gerade sind sie die Nummer 1 in der Tabelle, glaube ich.
Sag ich doch.
Also U19 vielleicht.
Ja,
Aber
U19.
Profi nicht.
Nee, Profi nicht. Aber U19 ja, weil sie bis jetzt haben sie jedes Spiel gewonnen.
Nee. Wie U19? Ja, okay. Aber ich glaube, vielleicht liegt es auch daran, dass wir letztes Jahr gut waren, weil Bayern hat mal gegen Leverkusen verloren. Nein, das geht nicht. Kann auch noch sein. Julian ist richtig bei Bayern. Ja.
Ja.
Ich glaube, das mit Nils.
Nachher kommt Ball und es geht.
Oh, Marie, fucking
Ui, Kopfball. Null, er schießt Kopfball und geht ins Tor.
Ja, dann passt die übers Kopf, weil ui, und dann geht dann ins Tor für Ernsthaft. Oh mein Gott.
Weil ein Spieler verletzt.
Oh, ich setze mich auch hin. Wenn ein Spieler verletzt ist, muss ich halten. Sehr schön.
Oh Mann.
Oh. Alter, Theo, geh mal, Alter, ich kann fallen. Du Urschneider. Au.
Mir die
Ja, das ist der Alter.
Dann machst du auch Vorspiel.
Findest du das mal angesagt, wenn ihr hier das Mikro kaputt macht, müsst ihr es bezahlen?
Ja, wirklich, wenn wir das nicht kaputt machen.
Ja, und wenn wir das kaputt machen, müssen wir bezahlen.
Du musst aber nicht sagen, ich habe
Well, good morning, one and all. It is derby time in the capital once again. And we are coming to you live from Berlin as Union Berlin welcome Hertha Berlin for a Group C clash here in the Oberspree Training Centre. It's the preliminary round in the Under-19s League. And currently it is the visitors who are trailing in the league table. Hertha currently sitting on 24 points. They are involved in a three-way fight for the automatic qualification spots. Also, Berliner Athletic Club and Energie Cottbus very, very, very close at the top of the table in Group C. Cottbus on 23 points, Berliner Athletic Club on 24, Hertha on 24 points as well, and Union Berlin flying high on 34 points. They're unbeaten this season. They've won 11, they've drawn 1, they haven't lost, and they have a massive goal difference as well of plus 30 goals. So they've scored 40, they've only conceded 10 this season. They've been quite unstoppable in Group C so far. But today, Hertha, they're coming into this game in good form as well. They've won the last 3. It's a very important game for the visitors. Hertha Berlin, as they will try to kick on and secure their route to the main round. As we see Hertha Berlin's lineup today. Hertha Berlin, their top scorers, number 27, Tarek Zornic. He scored 5, as has the left back as well, Yunus Unal, playing number 29. So there's goals in this team that is guided by Ante Kovic. say, former player for Hertha BSC. He played over 62 games in the Bundesliga. He's also represented Croatia at youth level as well. And we see Union Berlin. Say they are without their top goal scorer today. No Dmitry Bogdanov, who has scored 10 goals this season. But there's still plenty of firepower in this side as well. Number 19, also an attacker, Mekai Gray. He scored 9 goals so far. And Oscar Engel, number 18. Last time he scored a hat-trick from the bench in the last 20 minutes. Brings him up to 6 goals, and it helped Union Berlin continue in their winning fashion. Say they won 3-1 against Energie Cottbus. Oscar Engel hitting a hat-trick, and that was a result that also helped out Hertha Berlin. Referee today, Philipp Altmann. Sorry, the referee, Tim Haubenschild, and the assistants, Louis Kehl and Philipp Altmann. They'll be guiding us through this match day 13 in the Group C in the preliminary round. Say the weather, 6 degrees, cloudy, chilly in the German capital. But we are going to see some great football here. A very aggressive FC Union. Say they like to play with their hearts and their brains, as the head trainer Marie-Louise Etta said about the last game as well. And coming into this one, say they've already booked their ticket through into the next round. But this is the city derby. It's all about the bragging rights in Berlin. Always a special game against Hertha BSC. And it was Union Berlin who came out victorious last time. It was a resounding 5-1 win away from home. Although it's Hertha who have had the better record, let's say, in the head-to-head. Hertha leading 16 wins to Union Berlin's 6. Had 4 draws in that time as well. And this year, say Union Berlin, the Iron Ones, it's going to take an awful lot to knock them out of their stride. But Die Alte Dame, the old lady of Hertha Berlin, the blue and whites, they're going to be trying to do that today. And it could be a very important game as well for them, Hertha Berlin. There we see Marie-Louise Etta. And we're straight away with an effort on goal. Interesting variation there. Hertha Berlin in the blue, wasting no time whatsoever. Putting Union Berlin on the back foot. And it's sent long by Tom Heinz. Wiesbereit. Union Berlin under pressure early on. Sent long again. And flicked on through to the opposite goalkeeper as well. Burak Uzkanli in goal for Hertha BSC. And now the visitors trying to build up from the back. Say Union is a side that like to press. They want to win the ball back. They like to have possession. They're aggressive. And I say, having already booked their ticket through. Oh, cut back. Intercepted, still alive here for Hertha. Sent back in, good cross, it's bobbling around the 6-yard area, and it's Hertha who strike first. Well, it wasn't cleared, and then it's turned home. And Union Berlin caught cold. on this chilly day in the capital. We can see it once more. Krizic sends it in at the second attempt as well. Union a little slow. It's not cleared away. And then it's Younes Unal once more. Say alongside Zornic, the top scorer. And it's Hertha, and it's Younes Unal who scores his 6th goal of the season. In the right place, he has a real eye for goal. So he can play at left back, can also play on the left wing as well. Well, an absolutely flying start and a yellow card as well. Shown here to the number 18, Oscar Engel. And the game has a real derby feeling about it right from the get-go. Late challenge, didn't get any of the ball. Clipped the man, and into the book goes Oscar Engel. So Diet Gashi, centre midfielder. Also Elias Bagchi is there as well. It's Gashi to clip it into the penalty area. That's the goal scorer. Younes Unal battling for it in the corner, but the throw-in goes the way of the home side, Union Berlin. Well, brilliant start from Hertha. It's a game of massive significance for them. So they really need to kick on and try and secure that second place. It's only the 3rd best runner-up, but here come Union Berlin on the first attack here. Magapcha puts the ball in, it's still not cleared, and it's just bending away and fading away from Adasian. Olufemi Adasian pulled back to him, it was bobbling, and his effort just curling away at the last moment, missing that top right hand corner of the goal. Opportunities at both ends. Adasian wins it back, and again final defender gets there. Alex Shabani now. Well, it's the red and white stripes trying to get back into this match, draw themselves level. Trying to trick his way through the middle. There was the number 10, Theodor Sakoufakis. Zornic trying to close down the goalkeeper, Wiesbaden. Well, number 8's in a battle for it in the middle of the park. Quickly taken. Union Berlin wanting to keep the intensity high. Union Berlin come again. This time down the left-hand side. Shabani. Good delivery. Defender gets there. And the defender is fouled as well. Hertha Berlin, they've won the league one time. It's been a while. 17-18 was the last time they tasted victory in the championship. Also been 10 years since a win in the Cup. A lot of good teams, however, a lot of competition. Not an easy thing to get titles at this level. Union come away with it once more. More pressure here, Hertha Berlin almost pinching it back in the final third. End to end, game has a feel of a basketball match at the moment. And the shot towards the near post is well saved and well head. Agapcha with the right-footed effort. But was Canley was there. Just trying to aim for that near post. It's going to take something special to beat the goalkeeper at the near stick. Good passing. Very crisp passing. That's a loose one. Almost comes through to Yunus Unal on that far side. So the referee just having a word with the bench there. Hertha looking for a chance to put the ball in, getting to the byline. Union win possession back with a free kick. Well, really competitive in this first 10 minutes. The goal through Yunus Unal and Union Berlin coming back with a couple of half chances of their own. So this is a team that's hit the back of the net 40 times. Hertha Berlin, 29 goals scored, 20 conceded. It's double the amount of the home side. And it's Union Berlin now. With the corner, Oscar Engel. A left-footed, high looping corner. Oh, and it's a penalty. Handball. Giorgio Gam has been punished here. Well, there wasn't really much of an appeal for it, but the referee has pointed to the spot. Up it goes. And it's the number 8. Wow, it doesn't even hit the hand. Oh, Giorgio Gam has been punished here. Sliskovic nodded it back the way of Gam. And Union Berlin have the opportunity from the spot. It's Mekai Gray. Mekai Gray puts it into the corner. Burakos Scanley guessed the right way, but it had too much pace on it. And we are level. Gray hitting his 10th of the season. Well, big moment coming in the 11th minute. And it's a big setback for the visitors. Just a fingertip away, the goalkeeper. But the placement was perfect from the big centre forward. All level once more. Union Berlin coming again on the edge of the penalty area. Shabani! Shabani hits the back of the net as well! And in a matter of moments, Union Berlin turn this game on its head. What a response it's been from Marie-Louisa Etter's side. Unbelievable how a game can just swing the other way. The ball breaking the way of Shabani. And he buries it in the same corner again. And for the second time this morning, Özcanli has to pick the ball out of the back of his net. So Hertha trailing. They don't know quite what has hit them here. Their heads must be ringing. Well, not short of action this morning. 3 goals within the first 13 minutes. Unal pressuring Sadou Barry. Barry has the ball. Union Berlin come looking for the third, and they might get the third. And they do not. It's cleared off the line. Huge opportunity spurned by Mikael Gray. And it's the captain, Simon Hagener, who gets back just in time after a calamitous back pass. It shouldn't really have been spurned. Mikael Gray with just the goalkeeper to beat, who did well. He came off his line, was Kenley, to close down the angle. Wow. Goals coming thick and fast. Well held by the goalkeeper. Hertha on the counter-attack. It's given away though. Union Berlin once more. A Gapcha gives it to Gray. Gray now. Slizkovic back. Prosher. Cooling. Shabani. The goal-scoring left-back. Hertha win it. What a frenetic pace this is being played at. Hertha once more. In goes the cross, and it's overhit. Shabani collects it. Oh, a chance for both sides to catch their breath. Cooling. No chance. Under pressure once again. Krizic trying to close him down. There's space on this near side. It's Shabani. Not much of a contest in midfield at the moment. Both teams going at it, hammer and tongs, and the ball across the face of goal gets the thumbs up from Mikael Gray. It was an inviting ball, slightly ahead of the attacker. Union Berlin once more. Magabcha onto the left foot. Another effort on target is stopped by Özkanli. Hertha sent the ball back, but there are 4 Union Berlin players high up the pitch. Hertha looking for a way forwards. Yeah, have to go long. Looking for the goal scorer, Unal. And it's well defended by Barry. Well, a chance to have a look at the latest effort. Good one from Jan Magabcha. Long diagonal. Hertha Berlin targeting that left wing there. Here's Unal. Unal trying to find a space. It comes back. We go to the right-hand side now. And it's very well defended from Alex Shabani. The capture also there. Adelenu gets there ahead of the capture. All the Iron Ones really showing their steel. This is a strong, strong side. Fell behind, and within a few minutes they've turned it around. They remain on course to remain unbeaten in the league. What can Hertha Berlin do? It's an opportunity here. That's brilliant forwards play. It's slightly overrun. Goalkeeper comes out. And it's level 2-2. It's broken the way of Yunus Unal, is it again on that left side? Well, it was a fantastic through ball. And 20 minutes in, 4 goals, 2-2. Oh, it's brilliant from the number 10, Zornic. The goalkeeper gets a boot to it. Zornic recycles it, and it is Yunus Unal who finds the gap. Oh, Visperite got a boot to it. The goalkeeper then can only watch as Unal slots it away. It's also very good from Theodor Sakoufakis in the build-up to that goal. Breaking through midfield. And then the slide rule pass. Sorry. Hertha's number 10, Kian Todorovic. Well, it is fireworks here. Say, the game had a feeling of a basketball game in this first 20 minutes or so. Could end up with a score which resembles a basketball score as well, the way things are going. Hooked clear by Gashi. And Sadhu Barry on that far side wins it back for Union Berlin. Thinks it round the corner. Lovely build-up play once more. Union Berlin trying to get the noses in front again, and they almost do it as well. Well, what is going on here? Both defences absent without leave. Barry's ball in. And Gray was there. The centre forward can't get a connection there with the goal at his mercy. Amazing. Here come Hertha once again. More space. In it goes, and it's an opportunity directly at the other end. What is happening here? Yunus Unal has missed one from about 8 yards out. Krizic this time. Unal just about on the penalty spot. Can't direct it, goal bound. Well, it could be 4-4 already in the first 25 minutes. Or even more, 5-5. Oh, entertaining, to say the least. Why not? Union Berlin, they got nothing to lose. They have already qualified. Big opportunity for Unal to hit a hat-trick within the first 25 minutes. Hertha once more. Elias Bagchi. You can't take your eyes off it. Bagchi, good delivery. Into the danger area once more. Zornic. It's stood up by Unal. Looking for Sluzar.
Alexander George Gray, der in der Genfer Straße 16 wohnt, 10 Jahre alt ist und 3 Tonnen wiegt.
The goalkeeper under pressure again. He's got to get rid of it. Safety first. Oh, strong play from the number 30. Adolenu continues his run. On the right back, defensive player. Charging forwards. It's another yellow card shown to Union Berlin player. Desperate defending. Leon Proscha goes into the book. So both Oscar Engel and Leon Proscha on yellow cards for Union Berlin. And it looks like it's going to be the left boot of Diat Gashi. 6 or 7, nestled in and around that penalty area. It's low and hard, but it comes off the wall. Unal's ball in is also flat. And Mikai Gray trundles forwards, releases his teammate down the right-hand side. And Sakoufakis sends it out. Two-2 the score. It's been a feast of attacking football. Plenty of entertainment. Foul throw called, or out of play. Hertha's ball. So last time the teams met, Union Berlin, they took a deserved lead before half-time, capitalising on a defensive lapse by Hertha. And then second half, Hertha equalised, and then Union kicked on, really punishing a lot of defensive errors and scoring repeatedly. And they added a fifth in stoppage time. So it was a big, convincing win in the Stadion am Wurfplatz on the other side of Berlin. Union come again, they're into the penalty area. It's cut back, and it's the third for Union Berlin. The goals keep flying in. Magabcha, the winger, puts Union Berlin back into the lead. All smiles on the bench. Once more, it's Magabcha who sets things up. Engel cuts the ball back after having received it from Jan Magabcha. And Magabcha then, with the side-footed finish, Hertha punished again at the back. Antakovic must be looking on and thinking, what's going on with the defence here? And after working so hard to get themselves level, they fall behind again. Not even 30 minutes played, 5 goals already. Marie-Louise Etta and Tom Winkler, the co-trainer, happy to see their side back into the lead. Say Gray got 1 goal last time when the teams met in the 85th minute. And here he is again. Looking for a corner, but it's a goal kick instead. Last time it was Ali who opened the scoring for Union Berlin in the 29th minute when these sides met last time. And it was Yerlija in the 65th to tie things up. Bogdanov for Union Berlin in the 77th. Gray added the third in the 85th. Bogdanov in the 89th. And then Slizkovic in the 90th. 5-1 the final score. We already have 5 goals. We're probably going to see quite a few more goals as well, the way this game is going. To Berlin, winning back in the final third. Well intercepted. Errors. Oh, it's Unal. Unal cutting it back, and it's off the post. It's almost 3-3. The woodwork coming to Union Berlin's rescue. Wow. Zornic wins the ball back on that far side. Unal cuts it back. And then it's a prod from Giorgio Gam. Well, he shouldn't have cut his toenails this morning because he just needed another millimetre on that one. And Hertha would have been 3-3 and parity would have been restored, but instead Union Berlin coming down the other end, and it's almost another goal. It was Canley at full stretch. And the effort past the upright. Long distance effort, but a good effort. Bit of a daisy cutter from Sakofakis, but not too far away from meeting the corner. Well, this game has the feeling of watching the highlights. Everything's action, everything's goalmouth action. Gonna be a very long highlights reel, I tell you what. entertainment here in the German capital. Barry gets it back again. Back to Wiesbereit. Forward it goes from Cooling. Proscher. Union Berlin advancing up the field. That's good play. Sakufakis once more. On the home side, forcing back the blue and whites. Nodded back. Comes the way of Union Berlin. Ball being turned over quite a bit. There's a runner forwards there. Krisic had made a good run. He remains in the penalty area for now. Unal. Cross it comes. Adelenu. Adelenu's ball is the right one, just slightly overhit there. A brilliant rivalry between East and West Berlin. Say Hertha from Charlottenberg, the old West Berlin with a bigger club history. But certainly the power at the moment shifting towards Union Berlin in recent years. Say Union Berlin in the Bundesliga. They've outperformed Hertha recently in the last few years. Made it to the Champions League, of course, 23-24. Hertha relegated to the second Bundesliga. Union Berlin into the penalty area here. Can they get a fourth? Yes, they can. Yes, they can indeed. Sadou Barry, the latest to add his name to the score sheet. And it's too easy to break through Hertha Berlin's defensive line. Creaking under the pressure. Sadou Barry would not be denied. Slizkovic slipping him in, and then Sadou Barry onto his right foot. It's a dangling leg from the defender. They don't get close enough, they don't close down the angle, and they're made to pay. And Union Berlin now with a 2-goal cushion. They're powering on. Union Berlin have such firepower in their side. Racing up on to 44 goals scored now in 13 games. Hertha Berlin's defence not able to withstand the onslaught. Union Berlin's defence very stingy as well. Only let in 10 goals. Hertha Berlin's also not too bad. Second best in the league, but not after this game. 4 conceded within the first half. And both sides have really left themselves exposed at the back, and there's another huge opportunity. Giorgio Gam, the ball over was, well, an absolute peach of a pass. And Giorgio Gam didn't get the connection that he wanted. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Left, right, or looping it over him, but in the end, the connection not strong enough. Here he is now, in the middle of the park. Union come away with it. Shabani. Good play. Linking up well with Magapcha. And Union have a corner. Well, Hertha Berlin, they can't concede now. Otherwise, they really will be in trouble going into the break at half-time. They've got to fight for the first and second balls. Got to clear their lines from this corner here. Pressure on Union Berlin. Sling it in. And their header is won by Ola Kuling, the captain. He can't direct it downwards, and it's a let-off for Hertha Berlin. Let's take a look at this one. Good delivery. Where's the defence? No one there to meet Kuling. Hertha at the other end with a bit of space. Not all that surprisingly, given the first 40 minutes. Good cross. No one in the middle. Todorovic was on this near side. Sadhu Barry, scorer of the 4th goal. Union Berlin. So they're playing wide game. Union Berlin, good spacing. Really stretching Hertha Berlin. Union Berlin using the whole of the pitch. Out it goes again. More space on that right-hand side. All credit to Hertha, they're trying to press high up the field. Very open game. Again, spaces all over the field. And the red and whites back in numbers this time. 4 minutes before half-time. Union Berlin finding it quite easy to play through Hertha, and vice versa. Out it goes to the right-hand side. Gray in the middle. Sakoufakis being marked by Sluza. Sluza does well. Unal looking around for the pass. Decides to go on a run. Rampaging down the left-hand side. Cut out by Proshawel. Adesian. Olufemi Adesian plays it forwards. Turned around the corner for Magapcha. Magapcha challenged. And Adesian gets it back again and wins the free kick. And it's Giorgio Gam who's given away a free kick here in a promising position just before half-time. It's well shielded from Olufemi Adesian. And again, Hertha having to defend a set piece. Well, if Hertha do lose today, it's going to leave the door open for Berliner Athletic Club and also Energie Cottbus to overtake them going into the final games. Into the final game, in fact. Matchday 13 of 14 today. One more to go. It's make or break for Hertha Berlin. Some costly defeats along the way. Could see them miss out. Union Berlin with another corner. Only half cleared and it's over the top, over the bar. Again, Hertha Berlin not clearing their lines. Adesian with a left-footed drive that went over the bar. A very strong recovery from Mekai Gray. Foul throw. Hertha Berlin now into the final moments of the first half. What a first half. 6 goals. Unbelievable. It could have been 6-6. Could have been 10-10. So a couple of minutes to be added on here in this first half. 3 minutes, in fact. Cross it comes. Union Berlin. Can they punish Hertha Berlin once more at the back? Proscia gives it away. Hertha now with a counter. Looking for Unal on that far side. It does come to him eventually. Takes a good touch. Hertha still with the ball. Getting players forwards and then it's over the top. And away for a goal kick. Well, a half chance there for the visitors. Still trailing by 2. Tom Heinz Vispereit now for Union Berlin. Hasn't had too many saves to make. And the chances that were on target have ended up in the back of the net. Hertha looking for the goal that would bring them within striking distance. They come forwards now with Bagchi, Adelenu. Good link-up play. Round the corner. This is good play from Hertha. Very good play. And then it's the number 8, Gam, who goes down where he conceded a penalty at the other end. And the referee not awarding him one in the other end. Still it comes along the way of the blue and whites. Quick to retake it. Gam turns it around the corner. Zornic. Hertha. Chance to send it in. Over the head of Gam. Hooked back towards him. Union Berlin. Good defending. Oh, long ball. This is a good ball. Dangerous one. Engel cuts it back, and there's no one there for the home side. Oh, good play. Shabani cuts it back, and it's well held by Uzcanli. And that is the final action of an action-packed open game. It's an absolute shootout in Berlin between West and East. Amazing game of football. Goals flying in left, right and centre. Yunus Unal with the opener for Hertha. Good start from then, but then an absolute fight back in the 11th and 12th minute, a penalty. And then Shabani with the shot to put Union Berlin 2-1 up. Mekai Gray also had a big opportunity after that to make it 3-1 before Yunus Unal squared things up. But Union Berlin were not done. They scored their third and then their fourth through Barry. A very, very entertaining first 45. We'll take a little break, 15 minutes, and we'll be back for the second half. We could only hope that it continues in this fashion. 4-2 the score at halftime. See you soon. And welcome back for the second half of Union Berlin versus Hertha BSC Berlin. What a game! 4-2 is the score at half time. And what a goal festival we have had so far. The opener through Unal. Hertha Berlin striking first early on in the game before Gray levelled from the spot. And then Shabani from range, an excellent effort from him, finding the bottom left-hand corner to make it 2-1. That one coming in the 14th minute. Absolute blistering start to the game, and it continued. Huge chances at both ends. Then 2-2 through Unal after Zornic had an effort saved. Good run from Zornic, and he tried to take it around the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper got a boot to it, but then Unal tidied it up. And then Jan Magabcha, he finished a move that he started to make it 3-2 before Sadhu Barry carved away through the penalty area. But Hertha Berlin had a lot of chances. They could have scored 4 or 5 themselves, if not more. Crunching challenge as the start of the second half has left a Hertha Berlin player down on the ground here. Looks to be okay. The number 10, Todorovic for Hertha. Hobbling somewhat. Hopefully he can run that one off. So the game being played on an artificial surface today. If you're wondering about the pristine conditions of the pitch. Well, it certainly hasn't hindered the attacking football that we've seen here. And Hertha Berlin picking up where they left off in that first half. I say the highlight reel, well, it's about 15 minutes. I had to watch all of it during the break. There's so much to look at during this game, this first 45 minutes. Gray also had an opportunity cleared off the line to make it 3-1 for Union Berlin early on. Hertha Berlin also hit the post once and missed a couple of sitters. And it's partly due to the fact that Hertha Berlin have to come forwards and they really need points. They are in a three-way fight with Berliner AK, the athletic club, and Energie Cottbus as well. And right now, the result not good enough for Hertha Berlin. They're going to have to chase it. A defeat today would open the door for Berliner AK and also Energie Cottbus to overtake them into that second place. That second place guaranteed the promotion through to the main round. And I say defeat today could see them slipping down into 4th place. And then they would not make it through to the main round, and they would be relegated into League B. Miss out on the opportunity of becoming the champions. 25-26. So all to play for here for Hertha. So the next game is up against Chemnitz. Chemnitz sitting in 7th place. Only 3 wins, 9. Oh, there's a bit of pushing and shoving here, unnecessary. Sluza and Proscia. Oh, sorry, Sluza and Barry being spoken to here. Bit of pushing and shoving. Challenges flying in. Derby spirit. Derby energy. A shake of the hands. They're ready to continue. A bit of wrestling started it off. And then the ball overrun. Barry went flying. And then Sluza wanted seconds. Union Berlin letting the football do the talking, and the shot is saved well by Uzcanli, who's been the busier of the goalkeepers so far. Union Berlin with the upper hand in the first 45 minutes. Sakoufakis goes across. He'll be taking the corner for the Iron Ones. So Hertha, if they do slip to defeat today, it's a must-win against Chemnitz. In goes the ball, and it's cleared away. Goalkeeper got his fists to it, and he was also impeded as well, according to the referee. Down the line, nodded on. Unal gets it back again. Zornic trying to trick his way through, but it comes back the other way with Sakoufakis. The run from Gray. The flag stays down, does it? Looked to be offside. No, the flag is raised. And to Chovic's side. Can they claw their way back into this game? Certainly the second half hasn't started with the same intensity as we saw in the first 45. Unbelievable that it was such a fast-paced game. Knocked along. Ball pinging around the pitch. Ball under control. It's in the middle of the park now. Lovely turn by Engel. Free kick for Hertha. And one of the Hertha players is hurt on the floor. Cross goes Bagchi to check on his teammate. A blow to the side of the head. Let's have a look at that one again. That's an accidental collision there. Slizkovic just trying to challenge for the ball. Union Berlin come forwards once more. Here's Gray. Oh, good play from Gray. Gray goes down, and it's a penalty. Mekai Gray pouring forwards and then into the penalty area, and he's brought down. Pachi was beaten, and then it's a clear rake down the back by Giorgio Gam, who's given another penalty away now. And it's Giorgio Gam, 2 penalties he's given away today. Or in fact, is it Hegener? My mistake. Apologies, it's the captain, Simon Hegener, who goes into the book. Well, it goes from bad to worse for Hertha BSC. As for the second time today, Mekai Gray has the opportunity from the spot. Last time he went low and hard to the bottom left. Was Canley guessed the right way. Wasn't too far away. It's Gray. And Gray goes the other way, and it's well stopped by the goalkeeper. And Canley keeps Hertha Berlin in this game. Wasn't so much of a convincing penalty this time. It's softly struck, trying to send the goalkeeper the wrong way, but Canley was having none of it. And it's a brilliant penalty save under pressure. Oh, will Union Berlin? Well, they rue that one. Say they've already been confirmed winners of Group C. No one can catch them. Sitting as they do right now on 37 points. 13 points ahead of the nearest competition, Hertha and Berliner Athletic Club. 1 game to go. Say the only draw, the 1-1 draw with Energie Cottbus away from home. Apart from that, they've been in magisterial form. Unfortunately for Union Berlin, they did get eliminated from the cup. Oh, it's a mistake at the back. And the chance is spurned. Oh, the goalkeeper, Vispereit, he was ready. Oh, it's a mistake, and it's not capitalized upon. Huge opportunity for Todorovic in the end. And now Gray wants to punish them at the other end. Sakoufakis. And it's tidied up. The chance is being spurned. Both ends in the second half. Union come again. Down the left-hand side. Good ball in, and Gray was there. Tried to get his studs on the end of it. And he can't turn it home. Well, how close was he here to getting a 5th for Union Berlin? Very close. It's an awkward height. Coming in just below hip height. Still, it's a corner for the home side. Nodded away at the near post. Good defending. And now Hertha on the attack, although that breaks down. There's a mistake by Barry. The game being played fast and loose. Plenty of mistakes. And the ball goes out. Ada Tukunbo Adelenu on that far side. And looks as though we'll see a double substitution. Bruno Pliquet coming on, the number 28. And also Ali as well. Suhaib Elias Ali scored the last time these sides met. Oh, big mistake from Visparite, but he made up for it. And Todorovic really shouldn't have given him a chance. Union Berlin. In it goes, the deflection goes over. Corner for the home side. So Proscia, who was on a yellow card, I think has gone to the bench there. As Sakufakis goes over to take the corner. Referee just having a few words again. In it goes. And it's a free kick. Sent long. We're back underway from that goal kick. Nodded through. Nothing dangerous about that one. It was Canley. Union Berlin committing a lot of players forwards. Really pressing high. They've been very aggressive, very strong. There's nothing really in the midfield for either side. Quite an interesting setup. The whole of the centre of the park being bypassed and then goes forwards. Attack against defence each time. An hour gone. Still 4-2, surprisingly. Hertha now. Bit of possession. Across it goes. The visitors now probing, looking. First time that Union Berlin have really sat back and looking to absorb a bit of pressure and hit Hertha on the counter-attack. Foul, and Hertha Berlin are going to make a substitution of their own, double substitution. So off goes the number 21, Krizic. Looks like it's Igor Greba who's going to come on. Kabazoglu, the number 26, joining the party. In the ball goes, and it's an immediate goal for Hertha Berlin from the free kick. Unbelievable. What a response. What a game. It continues 4-3 now. Absolutely fantastic. It just doesn't stop. And it's Tarek Zornic who's got his head to it. Very good delivery from Bagchi. And what a header into the far corner. Totally cutting out the goalkeeper. Brilliant header. But where was the defence? Absent without leave once again for Union Berlin. Both teams guilty of leaving far too much space. Well, Zornic hits his 6th goal of the season as well, and what a header it was. 1 goal in it now. And strong play from Unis Unal. Heavy challenge. Looks like Union Berlin are getting ready to make more substitutions as well. Genaro Meves getting his kit ready, getting his boots on. So there will be another substitution. Double substitution, in fact. Linus Gutter is coming on. And also Meves, the number 21. And it's Sadou Barry, the goal scorer, who comes off. And also Saku Fakis, who's replaced, so plenty of changes. Fresh legs, Union Berlin able to give minutes to a lot of their players. So they've already been confirmed champions, but they do want to remain unbeaten and keep to the winning form that they've shown all season. Yeah, so just 1 goal away though. Meves, forward it goes. Gutter plays it forwards as well. Oh, it's given away. Well intercepted. Union Berlin coming forwards. The ricochet off the shot takes the sting out of it. Todorovic asking the questions there. Union Berlin with a bit of a scare at the back. Maybe they can do what they do best, which is attack. Here comes Union Berlin again. Down the right-hand side. It's delivered in. End to end. Unis Unal almost getting on to the end of that clearance as well. Well, Hertha Berlin with a bit of possession. It's a good fight back from them in the second half. Union Berlin taking their foot off the gas somewhat in the last 10 minutes or so. Pressing so high up the field as they look to hold on to what they've got. There's a late challenge on the number 10, Todorovic. And the Union Berlin player kind of injured himself in the challenge as well. So overstretched there from the number 8, Sliskovic. And both players down now. Sliskovic with what looks like a bit of cramp perhaps. He's going to go into the book, it looks like. Yellow card for Duja Sliskovic. Well, here we see that header from a different angle. What a header. Good delivery as well. A lot of whip, a lot of speed on that free kick. And guided expertly into the corner from Kian Todorovic. In it goes again. And at the second attempt, nodded away. Unal fighting for it, keeps hold of it. So Yunus Unal, player on a professional contract for Hertha. Hertha, a real talent factory. The likes of Boris Lum, of course, making it through to the senior squad. Playing in the second Bundesliga. Also playing very much for the under-19s German football team as well. Space here for Hertha. Tidied up nicely by Pliquet. "20 minutes remaining." Contrast to the first half, this second half. We've had good opportunities, clear-cut chances, but not quite as many and not quite the same frenetic feel to it in the second half. Pliquet under pressure. Nicely done by the goalkeeper, Vispereit. That's given away. Gutta trying to play in grey, but there's a late challenge on Hertha BSC's Adetokunbo Adelenu. Boot's been removed in that challenge. Let's have a look at that one again. Plays the ball in his clip there. Nothing much in it. Late whistle. Hertha searching for the way to draw level and salvage their season and keep their destiny in their own hands, let's say. Defeat today would open the door. Nodded on, but no one home in the middle of the penalty area. Say Cottbus, Energie Cottbus and Berliner Athletic Club facing each other at 2 o'clock today. That's a huge game. And the winner of that game, if there is to be a winner, would stand in good stead of making it through to the main round. Berliner Athletic Club facing Union Berlin on the last day of this preliminary round in the last game. That's on the 6th of December. So certainly Berliner Athletic Club with a very, very tough final game. Hertha Berlin will be hoping that Union Berlin will not show them any mercy. And Energie Cottbus also in with a shout as well. Erzgebirge Aue is their last game. Erzgebirge Aue in 6th place on 10 points. They've lost 8 games this season. So certainly Energie Cottbus on paper looks like they have one of the easiest final games. Another substitute ready here for Union Berlin. Bennett Wilp, the number 15, coming on. Last action of the day for Slizkovic and Oscar Engel as well, the scorer of the hat-trick last time. Tom Kanagisa also, number 16, coming on for Union Berlin. So multiple changes now. Many changes for Union Berlin. Neves. In fact, pretty much everyone. All the substitutes on for Union Berlin. Unal trying to trick his way through the defenders. It's well tidied up, and then Unal fouls Pliquet. And Hertha Berlin responding with their own substitutions. It's the last action for the 17 and 18. Diad Gashi. And also the captain, Simon Hagener, being replaced here. So the number 14, Isosa Iyi, has also joined the party. Here he is, trying to close them down, gets the ball. First touches for the substitute. Unal. Sluza. Into the middle of the park. Forwards towards the winger. And it's well defended at the back. Union Berlin collected in the middle, pouring forwards. Trying to feed it into the penalty area. It's repelled. Oh, strong play, very good play. Adasian. Good combative effort from him today, the number 5. Hertha Berlin want to get this ball away, and they do eventually. Comes straight back though. Union piling on the pressure. Gray goes sliding in, those long legs of his. And then suddenly it's at the other end. And it's well tidied up by Linus Gutter. Sorry, Bruno Pliquet. Here is Linus Gutter in the attack. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Very, very interesting now, this second half. Things balancing on a knife edge. Hertha, you sense, have grown in confidence. They've steadied the ship. A lot of changes from Union Berlin. Oh, that's lovely build-up play from Union Berlin. From defence to attack, but the flag is raised in the end. It's certainly been a very impressive display. On a yellow card there for dissent, I can only imagine, for Bennett Wilp. Wasn't happy with the offside decision. Mikai Gray, absolutely brilliant today. Good performance from him, apart from missing the penalty. Everything else today's gone his way, and he's shown he's a real force to be reckoned with up top for Union Berlin. Say 9 goals at the start of this match. Already added his name to the score sheet today. Hertha, though, not done. 10 minutes to get themselves level in what could be a very important point at the expense of the table toppers. What remains at the end of this 90 minutes? Will there be a twist in the tail? I have a feeling we're going to see a few more chances before this game is out. Crunching challenge again. There's been a few of those today. Alex Shabani, the latest to be on the receiving end of a combative challenge. Adasian's given the ball away. Back it comes, Hertha. Sakoufakas. Visitors forcing back Union Berlin into the penalty area for the runner. Twisting, turning, tackle though. Cooling, sticking to the task. The centre-back missed a header in the first half as well at the other end for Union Berlin. Pretty decent opportunity it was to extend Union Berlin's lead. Hertha Berlin tossed the ball in towards the near post, headed away, but it's not fully away. And oh, Gray there. Oh, the referee waves away the claims of Hertha Berlin, but not sure if Gray caught the player there. Hertha Berlin nipping ahead. The player remains down on the floor. Let's have a look at this one. Well, there's the challenge on Mohamed Weber, who goes down. And the referee, Tim Haubenschild, who's awarded Union Berlin 2 penalties, doesn't see enough in that challenge on Mohamed Weber. Well, plenty of controversy in this game as well. Big decisions going the way of Union Berlin. Well, there's an attempt at a shot or a pass. I'm not quite sure there. In any case, ahead of Sakufakis. Sorry, not Sakufakis, Todorovic. Great. Standing head and shoulders above the defenders there. Five minutes remaining for Hertha. Time is ticking. Union Berlin, another goal may settle this contest. There's a big opportunity for that one. And what a save it is. Özcanli to the rescue once again. And perhaps he shouldn't have had a chance there. A big, big opportunity for Ali to settle the contest. Gray instrumental in the build-up once more. Feeds it to Ali, and Ali, his shot rather central. Well held though. It was travelling. Özcanli got a glove to it and didn't spill it either. He's, despite conceding 4 goals, you can't really blame the goalkeeper. Hasn't really made any mistakes, and certainly the goals that have been scored by Union Berlin have all been really cracking efforts. Unstoppable, most of them. Who now turns, switches the play to the right-hand side. Players ahead for the blue and whites. In it goes, and it's into the gloves of Vispereit. Had to get it back again. The long ball repelled. Again, they come down the right-hand side. 2 on him. And he turns over possession, the last deflection coming off. So Sa'i. Play continues. Hertha chasing the game. What a game. 4-3. A thriller. It's built up for a grandstand finale. Remains thrilling to the end. Good ball in the end. Slightly risky one. From the left-back position, volleyed into the middle of the park, but it's all Hertha Berlin now. Union Berlin dropping deeper. That's a late challenge, and that's a free kick. Linus Gutter there. No, lucky to escape a yellow card. Quite a cynical foul, and the long-range effort trying to catch Burak Özcanli. Sorry, Vispereit. Out of position. In the end, a poor decision. Vispereit was easily back into position and Plucked it out of the air. Hertha. What they got left in their lockup? Cutting inside. Turn around the corner. Union Berlin, they want to hit them on the counter now. Todorovic, scorer of the header. Number 10 has been pulling the strings for Hertha Berlin, especially in the second half. Weber, who was denied a penalty, controversially. In it goes again. Weber, his delivery over the head of Adelenu. Diagonal ball, just too much on it. Into the final 90 seconds of regular time. Visperite hitting it long, looking for Gray. Over the head of Gray. Though it's one back. Gray gets it back again. Hertha. Nod it forwards. Going to have to commit players forwards now. It's the last roll of the dice for them. Todorovic. Todorovic now through the gears, and he's brought down. Play continues. Referee allowing play to continue, and oh, it's just past the upright. Whoa, Union Berlin, hold on. It's set back, and it's a whipped effort round the outside. Tarek Zornic not far away. Agonizingly close for Hertha Berlin, but it is wide. And now Tom Heinz, Visperite, has shown the yellow card for wasting time. Union Berlin with the bragging rights, still in the ascendancy, piling more misery on Hertha. Can Hertha have the last say though today? Into stoppage time. Hertha with possession. Everybody back for the home side. That's a very poor ball indeed from Sluza. However, it's still with Hertha. Looking to pull the trigger. They send it out to Iyi. Iyi, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. He dinks out a cross. It's nodded away. Play goes on. Union with a chance to counter. Good play from him. Ali into the penalty area. Very strong challenge. Excellent from Weber. Shoulder to shoulder. 5 minutes. 4 minutes remaining. Todorovic is being fouled. That's got to be a yellow card for the number 21. Mevez is shown a yellow card. Handful of the shirt of Todorovic. Cynical tactical foul. And it's left Hertha with a free kick now. Set piece, everybody's coming forwards. Will they send the goalkeeper up as well? Why not? I would. It would be very fitting for this game. Bagchi. Bagchi to deliver. In it goes. Headed away from the big man, the centre forward. Great. Still not clear. The delivery there is poor. Gray hooks it on. Todorovic has to recover. Oh, it's stolen. Gutta takes it to the corner. Oh, Todorovic gets it back. Looking for a way out. Union Berlin pressing up. I've got to keep hold of it here. There's a foul in the middle of the park. It's not over. Bagchi. No angle on this one. It's going to leave it for the goalkeeper. Uzcanli now. It's a very tired Todorovic, is it that? Catching his breath, he ran the whole length of the pitch. Sent forwards and it's all the way through and it's wasted. Round of applause from the fans here in attendance in the Oberspray training centre. The Spree, the river that runs through Berlin. And right now it's Union Berlin that are running the game here and running down the clock. Bagchi. Still Hertha come forwards. Unal. Zornic rather. His ball is loose. Todorovic wants a foul. Not given. Union Berlin standing resolute. They've only conceded 10 before this game. 30% of their goals now coming in this one game. Credit to Hertha Berlin, but they're coming up a little bit short. Struggling to break down Union Berlin now. Kabazolu. Unal onto the right foot. And it's a massive roar that goes up from the home fans. Quickly recycled by Jovic. On the touchline. Well, they just got to stick this in the mixer. Up it goes. And it goes straight through to Visperite once again. Well, they're missing a very tall centre forward. Zornic up top. Tall player, but wasn't able to challenge the goalkeeper. And Union Berlin now passing the 5-minute mark, although still not over. Last chance saloon now. There is the whistle. Tim Halbenschild blows the whistle, and what a thriller it's been. It finishes 4-3 for Union Berlin. They remain unbeaten. They pile more misery on Die Alte Dame, the old lady of Berlin. The blue and white sinking here in Oberspray to another defeat. It leaves them in a very precarious position indeed. Another defeat leaves them on 24 points with one game to go. Berliner Athletic Club and Energie Cottbus going to go into action at 2 o'clock. And they have the opportunity of leapfrogging Hertha BSC. While Union Berlin just too strong in the end. They've scored 44 goals, another 4 to date, bringing them up to that tally, 44. Only 13 goals conceded. They are Imperial in Group C, 37 points, 12 wins, 1 draw, no losses. We saw their firepower today. Say Unal got the opening goal for the visitors. Hertha Berlin with a good start, but it didn't break the stride of the Iron Ones, not one bit. And it only took them up until about the 13th minute to get back level. It was Mikai Gray in the 12th minute, and then Shabani from distance in the 14th. Yunus Unal then levelled it up 2-2 in the 21st minute. But Union Berlin kicking on. Megapcha made it 3-2 in the 29th minute. Finishing the move that he started, and then Sadhu Barry, who played very well as well, made it 4-2, carving his way through the penalty area. Second half began then 4-2. Gray saw a penalty saved. It was a good performance in the end from the goalkeeper, despite conceding 4 from Burak Uzcanli. Todorovic missed a big opportunity. Before then, Todorovic did take his header, an excellent header from the free kick. Bagchi, I think, with a brilliant delivery. Wasn't to be for Hertha Berlin, though. They had opportunities. In truth, the score could have been 8-8, 9-9, 10-10. Such was the openness of today's game. It was brilliant. It was a thriller. It was very entertaining. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, I'll leave you with the highlights, and I'll see you back for more DFB under-19s football. We've got plenty more football to come in a thrilling season. The preliminary round drawing to an end soon. Into the final games. Before then, the main round happens. That's all for me today. I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a very good weekend.